Hi, I'm Christopher Hawkins with St. Croix Valley Truck Driving School. Thank you for choosing us for your CDL needs. All right, we're going to start off with the front of our vehicle and our engine compartment. We're going to start off with all my clearance lights on the roof of my vehicle, all securely mounted. They're of the proper color, orange or amber, and they're not bent, broken, or cracked. Both my headlights are securely mounted. They are not bent, broken, or cracked. I have no leaks underneath my engine compartment. My vehicle itself is not leaning to the left or to the right, which could indicate deflated tires, bad suspension, or an overloaded trailer. On the passenger side, we're going to start with our coolant reservoir. It is securely mounted. It is not bent, broken, or cracked. Shows no signs of leaks, and it must be of the proper level between max and low. My hoses, both my hoses are secured on all ends. There's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and I see no leaks. My alternator is securely mounted. It is not bent, broken, or cracked. It's not missing any hardware. And the electrical lines coming from my alternator are securely mounted. There's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. And it is belt driven. The belt itself has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. It has no more than a 1/2 to 3/4 inch of play. My water pump is securely mounted. It is not bent, broken, or cracked. Shows no signs of leaks, and it is belt driven as well. On the driver's side, we're going to check out our oil dipstick. To check our levels, we'd want to pull it out, clean it off, reinsert it, and pull it back out. If any oil is needed, we'd add it in right here. And the cap is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked, and shows no signs of leaks. To find our air compressor, you're going to find the yellow brake air sticker. You're going to follow it back to the motor, and it's located here. It is not bent, broken, or cracked. It's securely mounted. I hear no audible leaks, and it is gear driven. And right behind it, we got our power steering pump. My power steering pump is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked, and I see no leaks, and it is gear driven as well. My power steering reservoir is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. It's of the proper level between max and low. I see no leaks. The hose coming off is securely mounted at both ends. There's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and I see no leaks. My steering gearbox is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. Has no missing hardware and shows no signs of leaks. And the hoses coming from it are secure on all ends, and there's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. My 3 steering linkage is all securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. It has no missing hardware. My front and rear spring hanger is securely mounted. They're not bent, broken, or cracked, and have no missing hardware. My leaf springs. I have multiple leaf springs here, so we want to make sure it's not crossed, but properly aligned. It's not bent, broken, or cracked, securely mounted. My U-bolts are securely mounted. They're not bent, broken, or cracked. They don't show signs of looseness, which would be a wobbly sensation. My shock absorber is securely mounted, top and bottom. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. Has no missing hardware and shows no signs of loose. My brake hose is secure on both ends. There's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and I hear no audible leaks. My brake chamber is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked, and I hear no audible leaks. My slack adjuster and push rod are securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. We'd want to make sure the push rod itself is in there perfectly straight and should have no more than 1 inch of play. Next, we're going to move on to my brake shoes. My brake shoes are securely mounted. They're not bent, broken, or cracked. They're not worn dangerously thin to be no less than 1/4 inch. They don't show signs of overheating, which would be a glossy color. My brake drums are securely mounted. They are not bent, broken, or cracked. They don't show signs of overheating, which would be a bluish color. My inside rim is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked, and I see no illegal welds. All my tire faces are securely seated to the rim. I hear no audible leaks. There's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. The top of my tire is worn evenly. There's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and it's no less than 4 30-seconds of tread depth. My outside rim is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. I see no illegal welds. All my lug nuts are present. None of them are missing. They're not bent, broken, or cracked. They don't show signs of being loose, which would be a shiny or rust trail. My valve stem is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. I hear no leaks, and I check my tire inflation with a tire gauge. My hub seal is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. Don't have no missing hardware, and I don't see no signs of leaks. Next, we're going to move on to our coupling system. First things we're going to talk about is my emergency and service lines are securely mounted to the trailer with the glad hands. The glad hands are not bent, broken, or cracked. It's not missing any hardware, and it's connected to the truck, and it's not bent, broken, or cracked. The emergency and service lines themselves, no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. I hear no audible leak. The electrical line is securely mounted to the trailer and to the truck with the safety latch. The safety latch functions properly. It's not bent, broken, or cracked, and it's not missing any hardware. The electrical line itself has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts. Has no charred line, which would indicate a frayed wire in the jacket. And it has proper clearance from the catwalk for my tight turns. The apron is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked, and there's no daylight between my apron and my fifth wheel. My fifth wheel is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. It's properly greased. The release handle is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. It's in the locked position. The pivot pin is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. There's no missing hardware. My king pin is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. My locking jaw is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. It's in the locked position. The platform mount is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. And the platform mounting bolts are all securely mounted. None of them are missing. They don't show signs of being loose, which would be a silver or shiny rust trail. Next, we're going to move into our final step of our pre-trip, our in-cab. We're going to start with our seat belt. My seat belt is securely mounted. There's no rip, tears, or frays. It latches in and latches out properly. I have my fire extinguisher. It is securely mounted. It's not bent, broken, or cracked. It's proper for the load. It's fully charged in the green, and its safety pin is present. My safety triangles are located here. I have 3. They're of the proper color. They're not bent, broken, or cracked. My city horn, it functions properly. My highway horn, it functions properly. And if I had any spare fuses, I'd keep them up here. All my mirrors are securely mounted. They're not bent, broken, or cracked. There's no obstructions to make it hard for me to see, and they're adjusted to me. My windshield is securely mounted. There's no illegal stickers, no cracks or obstructions to make it hard for me to see. Next, I'm going to turn my key over to the right, one click, and I'm going to be looking for my ABS light. My ABS light is on and off. Next, we're going to check my windshield wipers and fluid. It's the white button located on the lever on the left. You push it in, water disperses properly. My windshield wipers themselves are securely mounted. They're not bent, broken, or cracked. The rubber has no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, and there's no metal showing through. Next, we'll move over to my left turn signal. Works properly. Right turn signal works properly. My 4-way flashers work properly. My high beam works properly, and my low beam works properly. Next, we're going to do heat and defrost. My heat and defrost, you'll be looking for the gentleman with an arrow to his feet and the little squiggly lines up to your dash. You're going to put it on heat, put it on high, give it a few seconds to kick on. My defrost is working properly, and my heat is working properly. Next, we're going to move on to what we call a safe start. So to safe start your vehicle, you're going to hold your foot on the brake. Make sure your truck's in neutral. Make sure your brakes are pulled out. Leave your foot on the brake, and now we can safely start our vehicle. Now I'm gonna move on to my 5 gauges. My oil gauge, water gauge, volt gauge, primary and secondary air gauge. My oil gauge is working properly, moving to operating levels with no warning lights. My water temp gauge is working properly, moving to operating levels with no warning lights. My volt gauge should be between 12 and 14 volts and working with no warning lights. My primary and secondary air gauge are moving to operating levels with no warning lights. After our gauges, we're going to check our brakes. The first brake we're going to check is our parking brake. To do so, we're going to push in our trailer brake, put it in drive, and just release the brakes, and we should not move anywhere. It works properly. Next, we're going to pull back out our trailer brakes, push in our parking brakes, and again, I'm just going to release my foot, and it works properly. Next, I'm going to push in my trailer brakes. I'm going to move forward at 5 miles an hour with my hand loosely on the steering wheel. I shouldn't jerk left or to the right, and this is to test my service brake. It works properly. Now next, this is the most important part of our pre-trip inspection. We're going to put the truck in neutral, make sure my brakes are pushed in, leave my foot on the brake so I don't roll nowhere, cut the truck off, back on to your ABS light. We're going to hold our foot on the brake, and you're going to tell the examiner that we should not lose no more than 4 PSI in 1 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My minute is up. Next, I want to check for my warning brakes, lights and alarm to come on between 60 and 80 PSI. I'm going to do so by fanning my brakes. My warning lights and alarm came on between 60 and 80 PSI. Next, by just looking at my emergency knobs, I am going to pump my brakes, and they should pop out between 20 and 40 PSI. There's one. We're going to keep popping out till we see that second one. And there's the second one, between 20 and 40 PSI. And that would include our vehicle inspection. Thanks again for choosing St. Croix Valley Truck Driving School. Have a good day.